Fox 45 News has also reached out to Schiraldi several times asking for an interview, but he has yet to agree. However, he did speak with our Sinclair sister station in Washington, D.C. Schiraldi says he felt he got an unfair media attention while leading that department, even calling out Fox 45 News for our reporting.
The media, the news media, was exaggerating juvenile crime as a proportion of crime and was covering juvenile crime more, even though juvenile crime was on the decline, and that Fox 45 was in a league of its own in terms of how much more frequently they were covering juvenile crime as a percentage than its actual percentage.
While Secretary Schiraldi says the media painted him in a negative way, we've also heard complaints about his leadership from former colleagues, including at Rikers Island in New York and during his time as Director of Juvenile Corrections in Washington, D.C. Fox 45's Jeff Abel joins us live with why some critics say Maryland leaders missed the writing on the wall surrounding Schiraldi's track record. Jeff.
There are glaring questions tonight how a man with a history of breaking policies and promises wound up with one of the top positions in state government. For state leaders, the warning signs were loud and clear.
Schiraldi was probably the worst commissioner we've had in my tenure.
As God is my witness, I could not believe what I saw.
Secretary Schiraldi understands accountability.
While Vincent Schiraldi vowed to hold juveniles accountable, the secretary's history showed a far softer side. As Director of Juvenile Corrections in Washington, Vincent Schiraldi admitted bringing unsecured teenage inmates to his home for cookouts. One of them escaped, and investigators cited Schiraldi for breaking 5 of his own security policies.
Can't sit down with these juveniles and have cupcakes and crumpets.
At this juvenile lockup in Laurel, Gail Evans sued Schiraldi, accusing him of allowing her 15-year-old son to have a relationship with a 30-year-old guard.
He said, that ain't happening. We don't do that. We don't allow that. I said, what's happening?
Schiraldi's next stop took him to New York City, where he led the city's corrections department. For 7 months, guards complained about a privileged population of inmates.
He came in here with this mindset of providing everything for the inmate population and not providing things that we needed.
We had hundreds of correctional officers not wanting to come to work. They just stopped coming to work because they couldn't take it. It was so bad. I can't believe somebody would hire this guy. After what we've been through in New York City, it just shows you there was a lack of really vetting this person.
Despite a history peppered with problems, Schiraldi won the confidence of state leaders, and as Maryland's new DJS secretary, it didn't take long before he lost the confidence of many of the state's constituents.
As the challenge become more challenging, I begin to see they don't know what they're doing. They really don't. They just selling pipe dreams.
Critics are now questioning why state leaders ignored so many warning signs and wondering if their credibility is beyond repair.
If they start to make some policy changes, that would go a long way in giving people confidence things are getting better.
Well, so far there is no indication which direction the new acting secretary will be taking. We're live tonight. Jeff Abel, Fox 45 News.
Hi, I'm Vincent Hill. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Follow Fox Baltimore on social media for more videos just like this.